Well, what is up, beautiful people? YouTube, my name is Tastic, and welcome to a very special season of Tropico 6. This is the farewell season. This is the last season of Tropico 6 that I'll be doing on my channel as we prepare for the release of Tropico 7. Now, my intros for the first episode of the seasons are usually longer because I want to explain what's going on. So if you want to skip all of that, go ahead. Here's the timestamps below. But with that being said, on this channel, we've made plenty of different seasons. We've made capitalist, tourism, military dictatorship. We've done how-to and more focus on a beginner. This one, I just want to relax and play with you guys. I don't have any agenda in mind how the island is going to go. I'm actually going to be kind of fluid about it. Gonna be, what I mean by fluid is like, if I change my mind, I want to go green, then I'll go green. If I change my mind, I want to be corrupt, I'll go corrupt. There's really no way that I'm changing or I'm setting one way. With that being said, I'll still give you guys some tips with the commentary as we're going along of how I do it, because if you know me, then you know there's no wrong way to play Tropico. Really, I mean, yeah, you can go bankrupt and lose it, but there's a reason why there's many different ways to do your constitution and many different ways to go about your life in Tropico. This map, we're gonna make it regular seed. Again, we've had seasons we would play purposely on the most extreme difficulty levels. This one, we're gonna just go low key, just in the middle. We're gonna go size huge, landmass huge, plateaus. I'll go uncommon just because I can't build on anything on them, and we're trying to just maximize the island. Main island is large, climate is normal, sure. Climate variation, medium, sure. Resources balance. Volcanoes, whatever, we'll put it on, doesn't matter. Starting era, we're gonna go the colonial era. Starting population 150, sure. Starting money, we'll go 150, we'll go 100, we'll go in the middle. Again, the point of this is not to make it like a difficult season, right? We're just trying to have a little fun here, and kind of literally tens of thousands of you are subscribed to this channel because of this game. So this is kind of like paying homage with each other. It's an honor for me to do this last season with all of you guys. So let's get it. Political difficulty, fair is fine with me. Caribbean happiness is moderate, fine with me. Most of the things is like in the middle. Disasters, I can really care. We'll put rare, whatever. No winning anything. Let's go and start the map. Hopefully I get a map I like. Hey guys, Future Jeru here with a huge favor to ask. Listen, I've never been a pushy like, comment, subscribe type of creator, but lately I'm finding out that this many of you are actually watching without being subscribed to the channel. All I ask, if you enjoy the videos, is giving you some sort of entertainment and or some sort of information, then like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out tremendously, helps push the channel further, and lets me know you want to see more of that. And additionally, if you already do all three and you want to help me out even further, feel free to become a member of the channel, but that's always voluntary. Don't feel like you're obligated to do that. But liking, comment, subscribing, that would mean the world to me. All right, guys, let's get back to the content. Because, you know, sometimes they come out a little weird. I don't know. Sometimes they do come out a little weird. You never know with these randomly seeded maps. And we're going to start. And, yeah, like I said, I'll still be giving you guys little tips and tricks as I go along, obviously. That's a huge land size right there. But see, oh, no, we have an entrance here. I like that. So they're definitely not connecting bridges here, unfortunately. Hopefully in Tropico 7 that will be fixed, because bridges can only go so far. But here's the first thing, and again, I'm just playing it as I'm playing it off camera or with you guys. But the first thing I'll tell you is just get a mental note of where everything is at as far as resources. So we understand, thankfully in this case, resources are somewhat spaced out, so we don't have to worry about building on top of them. We will be using coal in the first couple of eras, but gold, are we doing a gold? We're doing okay on gold here. Doing okay, so we got plenty of them. Uranium comes clutch later. Boy, really, we don't have a single. Maybe sometimes they'll show up later. We don't have a single uranium, oil. Maybe that'd show up in the in the correspondence eras. But right now, coal, we're doing okay. Iron, we're doing okay. Nothing really crazy. So that's the first thing. The second thing I'll look at just to see how I'm gonna build is the crop conditions. Okay, so we understand where we go. The first few ones that are going to be important at first are obviously corn and sugar. Because if you know me, you know I love making money off my rum distilleries early on. So sugar is pretty good. Actually, this map could be a little bit challenging. A little bit, not too much, but it could be. I mean, it's kind of spaced out everywhere. And most of the stuff spaced out here. So at first, it doesn't matter. Again, if you watch me, then you know how I do things. At first, it doesn't matter where you're building. It really doesn't matter. Because you're not going to make it look the prettiest at first. You want to make it the most efficient at first. So per usual, the first few things that I want to do just to give them some jobs and also to help run and expand my economy is a Teamster's office and a construction's office. So boom. Let's go this way. Actually, boom and boom. We do need a couple of those already early on because you're going to be building a lot. You're not going to have the money to quick build yet. I mean, 100,000 can go away, boom, in a blink of an eye. Where is the dock? There's the dock right here. Okay. Whatever. We can go like this. We can go make a straight street here. This is what I hate. Look. Oh, no, didn't do it. But let's say it was like off. You know what? I'm going to just delete it just to show you. This is what I hate. Instead of just like connecting here. Oh, and now it's not doing it because I want to show you. Sometimes it does this. But anyways. All right. There we go. Our dock is in. Obviously, at first, the colonial era, you want to just try to please them. And, oh, did I put... Oh, thank God. I thought something was blocking my overlay. But, all right. Let's go here. And, obviously... Homelessness is going to be high now. We're going to build a few of those once the construction office is built. And unemployed citizens are going to be a little high. We're going to have to build some plantations anyways because they need to eat. So let's go ahead and start with a few corn plantations. Actually, we'll do one and one. We'll do one corn and one. Oh, this is perfect right here. Again, it doesn't matter how it looks. Obviously, generally, you don't want to build a corn plantation next to your presidential palace. But at first, it's okay. Trust me. When I say trust me, I know what I'm doing with this. Trust me, I know what I'm doing with this. So let's go ahead and put this one here, put that one there. Here's a few more jobs I got to be opening up for them. Really? 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 You guys are not going to take the job yet? Ain't no way. What, you guys have no jobs. And most of you are broke. And here you go. Here's a job for uneducated folks. Oh, there you go. Sometimes it does do that. Okay, cool. This and this should be going. We're going to need a grocery store so they don't die on us. And we're going to need some kind of chapel as well. So we'll go get a grocery store. And these kind of like the first few things you want to focus on. So let's go ahead and get that grocery. Man, I'm telling you, I really say it a lot, but I just love playing this game for you guys. I really do. So, and you guys obviously like watching me play it, and I appreciate that. I really do. So we'll build a few more of these to give us some more jobs, but also this is kind of like a win-win thing at first because it gives you jobs, but also gives them something to do, something to eat, and something to worship. So it's a win-win. All right, we'll wait a little bit here just to see how things are settling in before we start expanding a little bigger. I just want to see it here. Take this job. Come on, somebody. There you go. Take this job. Somebody, come on. Here you go. And this, don't forget, at first, like, this could give them some healthcare as well. So you put that in there, and now when they visit it, they have some healthcare. That's a nice thing about chapels early on. Okay, revolutionary. Produce 500 fish. Perfect. Fulfill a trade route with the crown. Perfect. Did they want export or import? Export. So they want me to export it. Even more perfect. I can export whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want. Our economy's kind of limited, but you know what I mean, you know? Put this right here. Connect that here. Because fish is another thing that they need. Because look at this. They need fish. And I bet you if I look at the trade, maybe the crown is going to need some type of fish. Boom. There you go. There you go. And at first, you don't go 3,000, okay? This is one of the mistakes you do. When they tell you they have a trade route with you, whether now or the World War eras or the modern times era, whatever it is, if you're just trying to finish the task, if it's a really good price, sure, go for it. But in this case, it doesn't matter. It's for the crown. So most of the time, it's not going to be the best price. And I don't have cotton. I don't have rum yet. I don't have sugar yet. I don't have toys. Well, I don't need toys, I should say. In this case, all I'm worried about is I'm selling it either way. I just want to get the trade. So boom, 500. That should be pretty damn quick because we're going to produce 5. So in that one thing, we just multitask We're going to be getting revolutionary demand, which you need to get out of this era in case this is your first time ever watching my gameplay. And we're going to be fulfilling the crown mandate, which gives us more time just in case the revolutionary demand is not there yet. Because the only time you could really lose quickly in this game is the colonial era, is because you do have 5 years and 4 months as a quote-unquote governor. You're not El Presidente yet. See what I'm saying? So there's that. All right, now we can probably, which is really honestly is one of my least favorite things, that I know sounds bad saying it out loud, but it's my least favorite things to spend money on in this era is a couple of bunk houses, housing. Because housing is high. I'm just going to put a few of them like this. Housing is high, and you do need to spend some money on it. It is what it is. Unemployment is going down a bit. We're going to build a little more, obviously. We want to have our first industry, and if you watched me before, what do you think my first industry is going to be? You guessed it. Rum. Rum distillery. I've made videos on it and tutorials, all of that. Don't complicate industries at first. Just go easy. Go easy, bro. You know what I mean? So rum distillery, here it is. That's got to be our first industry. We're probably going to need to add another sugar plantation and try to put them in front of each other. Again, at first, I don't want to sound like a broken record. It doesn't matter how it looks like at first. We're going to change all of that in the upcoming eras and once we have money. But try to put sugar, rum, for example, tobacco, cigar factory, etc., so on and so forth. So there's that. They're going to be producing fish hopefully soon here, and we'll go about it that way. At first, I will add the allow local consumption just because. Actually, you know what? There was another deposit there, fish deposit, and they're not expensive. So let's go ahead and build another Fisherman's Wharf. It gives us some jobs, and we'll add one to allow local consumption and one to not allow local consumption. It's not that expensive. You know, so it's not going to be that expensive at all. There they go. They're getting some housing in. That should start dwindling down this homelessness issue. You're always going to have homelessness issue at first. That's just what it is. They have some meat. They have some that. We'll add some ranches and a little bit here. Right now, I'm not focusing on ranches because we should have a couple already. We got one. It looks like we have one. But we got the corn. So, you know, the food quality is not going to be the best at first. But, hey, it is what it is. Here's our first industry. And this is going to make us good money in the coming futures here. Let's go ahead and click on this one. Do not allow for local consumption. And come on, start producing, guys. I don't like the way you guys are going. Let's take a look at edicts. I don't really focus on them much at first just because there's not really much happening at first. We're just worried about getting out of the colonial era. Food for the people, don't care about that yet. Mandatory siesta, don't care about that yet. Do not decrease anything that has to do with work at first, workplace. Free lunches, we don't have to go that extreme yet. Sometimes I go to, do the church fees, all of that. And next up, we want to really start heavily, seriously thinking about a library so we can start researching or start gaining knowledge points and or research points. So that's the next thing that we need to worry about. Here we go. Okay. Again, I told you I'm going to give you some tips and tricks as I'm going along anyways, even though I'm just playing one for fun. And there's really no goal behind it. But you want the revolutionary support to get out of the colonial era. However, let's say you were really, really low on money. The 2,000 could go a long way. In this case, I'm not yet. I'm going to give me 10 immigrants, revolutionary immigrants. So that's what it is. Progression of world worlds, there it is already. So here it is. Have an average revolutionaries approval, 52 out of 60. And have a percentage of population supporting revolutionaries, 47 out of 60. So that's why when you add more population, obviously, that are more revolutionary oriented, that's approval and the support is going to go up. And once it does, then you tell the crown, kiss my behind, see you later. See what I mean? Wow. See, we're already kind of 10,000. Bro, already. That's pretty damn good haul. We're already made, and look at that. And we're going to, obviously, in this case, we have to extend. Don't forget their money, because look, we're already down to 3 years and 10 months. We want to extend until we get more revolutionaries. But look at this. We barely, this is why I tell you, rum. Production value lifetime, $6,923 already. If you think about it, on a span of our starting budget of $100,000, we've already made 7% of our starting budget there. Pirate Cove, absolutely. Yes, we need the Pirate Cove, and that's the next demand. It does cost a little bit, 4,000. That's not the cheapest for us right now, but hey, we'll take it. But we do need it too because it can help us get some resources and all that stuff. Come on, go high priority construction. There's nothing else is being built. Okay, and we need to start looking at a library so we can start researching things and start going that way. It's not too bad. I'm not worried about newspaper right now. I'm not worried about Liberty right now. They don't really care about Liberty right now either, to be honest with you. Go ahead and put this here. Kind of try to make it a little bit prettier. It's not gonna look the prettiest at first with all these shacks. Go ahead and build the library. And now we will start producing some knowledge. Okay, how are we doing here now? We're doing okay. This is a lot of sugar in. That's nice to see. And that's what it is. One step at a time. One step at a time. Don't go crazy. Build a coconut harvester. Sure. Those are easy to want to do because look at that. We've already established that one. Those are easy to do because like when you're asking me something cheap like a coconut harvester, right? It's not expensive. It's 800. It gives me jobs and it gives me somewhat of good economy, although these things never really make it most money. That's why I don't really focus on them a whole lot. They're not bad. I mean, it's a job. You know what I mean? It's a job and a little bit of income here and there. It's not bad at all. So we'll put it there because that's where it's going to be built. And we could probably do a few pirate raids. And that's what I mean why a Pirate Cove is not actually that bad for you at first. Because as you can see, in this fashion, we can research resources. I mean, not research. We can loot resources. We can bring more immigrants. I don't want more people right now, though. So in this case, I'm just going to do some random, like, coal and all that. Although there's really no rate points being generated just yet anyways. All right. This one is worth putting on max budget because it does make the loot go faster. Okay, they like the coconut harvester. We're going to extend the mandate again as much as we can. All crops condition are decreased by 40%. We have a plight. That's not what I want to hear at this stage, especially when our rum distilleries are already popping off. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that this is going to be affected. Look at the efficiency cut by half. Jeez. That's not what I want to hear. Look at corn, for example. Cut by half. Down. Dang, son. All right, let's build a few more bunkhouses. Again, my least favorite thing to spend money on, to be honest with you at first. Because it's warm climate. And, if we take a look at this high-tech housing, it does shade you from the sun. And look, you can have your own dryer. Green-friendly dryer. You do have a window. You have your own art in the back. So, like, in this area, do you really need a house, bro? I guess I'll bid you a house. I guess we can do that for you. I don't know, man. Does that make me horrible? All right. Never a bad time to take a look at your expenses just to see where you're kind of at right now. Revenue 17, expenses are 28. I don't like the fact that sometimes it does add construction. So it's kind of, it's kind of hard to tell. But let me do my math here. I don't want to do it off the top of my head. Because the construction does get added, and I wish it wasn't like, I wish you can just turn that off. Hopefully they change that up in Tropico 7 because it does throw you off. So in reality, we are net profiting about $7,000, $8,000 without construction here, okay? So we are positive in there. Build a chapel, already did. See, this is where I hate it. I went ahead of the ball, but it's okay. We need to do what we need to do. It does give us jobs and all of that. And next up, what I want to build after that to kind of give jobs and generate some income, it's not going to make you rich, is some fun, some entertainment for them, which is going to be like a tavern in this case. So we'll build them a tavern. You know what? We'll put this here. And we'll put a tavern right next to it. We'll build them a tavern because they'll give us jobs and they'll give us some income. Nothing crazy, but it'll give us some income.
Excuse me.
Fulfill trade route with the crown. Absolutely. Let's go. And they want what? Doesn't matter. Trade route. Okay. Let's see what you got, Crown. What you got for us? They're always going to give you the worst prices, these Crown people. Oh, they have rum, actually. So rum at 10%, that's a pretty good price for what we have right now. I'm going to go to middle, 750. Boom, sign it. And we only have one trade license right now, so we'll stick to the rum. Is the plate over yet or no?
Your genius is undeniable.
SpongeBob, big pants, okay. And you will be doing like a balancing act at first. What I mean is sometimes when you do something with the crown, the revolutionaries don't like it, right? And that's just what it is. But you do have to have that nice balance between making sure your mandate as a governor is not running out and make sure that you get the revolutionary support, which we're 4 away. But I'm willing to bet once this is done, they're not going to like it. That's going to go down a bit. All right, let's take a look again. Almanac. Homelessness is going down good. And jobs are going, or unemployment is going down. And we're at 60,000, so we still at about 60% of the starting budget that we have. And here's another thing I want to show you. See, they're not all the way full. Some of them are completely empty. Because you can build all the houses you want, but if they don't have jobs to afford the rent, they're not going to be coming in, right? So this is why you don't overbuild in houses. This is why it's one of my least favorite things to focus on right off the map. It's because if you build houses, but then it got no jobs, well, that shack looks pretty damn well then. At this point, actually, I will add another Teamsters office for jobs. And also remember, even in real life, remember 60s, 70s especially, Teamsters run economies. They're the ones that move the freight from the factory to the dock. They're the ones that moved the equipment, the goods, the products. Teamsters are, so a lot of people say, man, I have all these factories producing, but I'm not making money. Well, how many Teamsters offices do you have? You need a significant amount sometimes, especially the bigger your economy grows. And actually, here's one thing I don't like about this. And I've had an off-camera map that was also phased out like this. The problem becomes is once I make industries here in the future, and you will see what I'm talking about in later episodes, and I put Teamsters offices here, then all of a sudden there's no rhyme or reason. These Teamsters starts going on boats, traveling here, and these Teamsters here start going on boats traveling here. Stick to your island. Main island, second island. If you're a Teamsters in a second island, just transport goods in a second island. If you're in a main island, transport goods in the main island. They don't do that. And it's kind of frustrating, to be honest with you. But what do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to do about it, huh? Let's take a look at Rum Distillery. 16,000, not bad at all. Let's keep going. Oh, this does not look like a good haul. It's not look like a good haul. It's gonna fluctuate up and down. This expected revenue $621 at the loading dock is not a good look, bro. It's not a good look.
I ask myself, Governor, do the ends justify being me?
Another one they want is produce corn. That's pretty good because we already have a corn plantation, so we like that a lot. That might be the one that pushes us over the edge, and we will see. Maybe we can get out of the colonial era pretty early. And honestly, there's not much like to show you in this era because you just kind of focus on putting the basic steps, getting unemployment a little bit down, which we've done a good job at so far, getting homelessness down, which we've done a good job at so far. That's really what it is, you know. Oh, we got some, we already did our first raid. Nice. Let's go ahead and get, let's go ahead and get one with sugar in it so we can make this baby, put this baby on steroids out here. See, look at that. We have 441 units of rum just ready to be transported. But there you go. They just picked it up. And oh, that's got to be a nice haul right here. Look at that. That's got to be a nice haul. So the last one was like about, what, $1,200? And this one's a little higher for us. So we like that. We like that a lot. And this one should be done with here soon. Look at that. Coconuts and fish, right? Every little bit counts. So we're just waiting for this. Hopefully that pushes us over the limit of revolutionary immigrants. We gotta, not yet, maybe we gotta wait for them to come in and then we'll see what happens. The graphics of this game also, I gotta just say, man, it's just really, like I said, they're beautiful, they're simple. I like it a lot. What's nice about this game is that the economy and the politics aspect of it is very challenging, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, right? When the dialogues, the requests, the tasks, sometimes it doesn't take itself way too seriously. So it's very, very nice. Okay, another thing I do want to mention, since I seem like I'm talking a lot of crap about the colonial era, why don't you just skip it? it is beneficial for a lot of things. Like, for example, we got a good foundation for housing. We got an industry going, one industry. It's not like all that bad. I mean, we slash unemployment by half, more than half. We slash homelessness by half. Revolutionary support is going up, and they're outnumbering the royalists. So it's not that bad of a thing to like actually start off in colonial era. But if like you're just playing for fun, you don't want to go through all of this, you can start at the World War eras, but you kind of just start where, because understand this, okay? And this is very important for you to know about this game. The more eras you advance, the more your population demands of you. Right now, they're not really mad about, oh, I have no health care, or, oh, I don't have housing, or, oh, I don't have places to worship. They're not even unlocked. See what I'm saying? That you can't even unlock them yet. So the more you advance in eras, the more they'll start demanding of you. That's why it's important to sometimes start a colonial era. This way you can have the foundation. You don't have to build Teamsters and clinics and houses and churches, all of that at once. See what I mean? That's why it's very, very beneficial as well. I hope they put the gold, the sugar. There it is. They put the sugar in there from the pirate or the raid loot there. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. They want a circus, and I think that should put us over the edge. All right, we're done with this. Of course, we're going to extend the mandate. There we go. Now let's go build a circus again. Jobs plus fun plus money. Sounds like a good demand for me. At first, the demands do make more sense. And then later on, they start being like, you know, you have like 24 hang gliding, and the religious faction wants 2 more hang gliders. It's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. And I hope they do fix the bugs with, I don't know if it's a bug or not. I'm pretty sure it is, because like taverns and circuses, a lot of you guys know, like once you get into World War eras, I know they're old-fashioned type of entertainment, but they literally start, nobody ever goes to them anymore. Or sometimes like fast food joints. You damn near have to write beauty next to this, next to that for it to work. It doesn't work like that. Let's go ahead and get 10 revolutionary immigrants here. And you know what? I'm going to just stick with this episode, even though it's going to be longer, until we get out of the colonial era. We got to get out of the colonial era in one sweep. And next up, in this episode, I'm going to add a tobacco plantation and get a cigar factory going. All right. In this case, we got built 2 plantations. And guess what? We need tobacco plantations anyways. I might even add 1 more sugar. But let's go ahead and build 2 plantations. That's an easy demand. Jobs plus economy. You can never go wrong with these type of demands. Never. The only thing that I always holds me back in this era about the cigar factory is it's pretty damn expensive, bro. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You gotta wait till World War era. But yeah, it's pretty damn expensive. It's like 19,000 just to get it with the blueprint. But we'll go ahead and build that, get that set up for the next era. We got the revolutionary one. We can, in this case, you can spend 15,000 to declare independence and pay the crown and tell them bye-bye, or you can do the war. We don't have an army, so you're just going to have to chalk up that 15,000, bro, and that's just what it is. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have advanced from the colonial era to the World Wars era. Actually, you know, I'm doing this for fun, and I said it's not really like a beginner's guide, but this is like pretty good way to see what you could do and how to get out of it early on. And now we can select these. At first, I'm going to put all citizens vote just because. Also, keep an eye on this when you're making the Constitution. I got 90% almost approval rating. Let them all vote. At first, we're going to do militias. We're not going to do pacifist state. Or we're not going to do professors, soldiers. We don't want just everybody in high school taking up the government military. We're going to do it for people that with low income jobs that they want to switch to come army, and or people with just that don't have education. So militia, confirm changes, and bada bing, bada boom. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode number 1. Please do me this favor. It does really cost nothing. It means the world to me. If you could just like, subscribe, and comment, it helps the algos out. And you don't even have to comment anything specific. You can say, hey, how you doing? But you guys don't know how much that helps the channel out, how much that even motivates me to make it. I really do think out of this channel's, I do 2 main games. Tropico is obviously one of the main ones. You guys are so engaging all the time. So it's very fun to do this for you guys. With that being said, my name is Tastic. Have a great day, guys. And I am out. See you guys.